for the serious gamer.
Hey, what's up, meatballs? It's Guns for Hire from Next Gen Tactics. This is our Modern Warfare 2 Stimulus Pack 1 detailed walkthrough, Salvage, Part 1 of 2. Just to let you know, it's not near as long as the one for Bailout. For whatever reason, I found this one to be fairly simple, like not very complicated. And as you can see here, we'll do a quick sweep with an aerial view. There's a lot of, tight corners, very narrow alleyways and stuff like that. A lot of places for people sort of to hide, use claymores. Claymore is good for me, not so much for people that don't use them. But other than that, I mean, if you're not good with an assault rifle, or SMG, sorry, assault rifle, Jesus. If you're not good with an SMG or something like a shotgun, then you might want to pick up your game a little bit, because this one has so many tight corners, so many places like that you need that ability. Assault rifles, yeah, I mean, there can be a couple of people that use them on your team, like these areas here, like what you're looking at there. Good spot for an assault rifle to overlook people running through, but generally, if you're going to run and gun, you definitely need something that's fast, quick, and is going to drop them without hesitation. Anyway, let's get on the ground here and do a little detailed walk. All right, we're starting on the defense side. Obviously, this is A, and you start right there, so it's probably the easiest one to defend, and obviously a good reason, and you guys will probably have a lot of time to set up defenses before the enemy is able to approach. This is the center access, so if you go straight forward, you have a center access. I'm going to take you around the perimeter from the left and circle all the way around clockwise, just showing you there's different entries, and we'll end up down in the warehouse here at the very end. Not really any place to hide in the back there, so you're going to have to get fairly resourceful. Now, when you're coming in through here, watch, I'm showing search and destroy, but this is, thing about deathmatch and everything else. I only have the search up so that you can see where the bombs are for that and demolition. So I'm showing you places where I shot back in the other room was like Claymore positions, so watch for that sort of stuff there. Like I said, a lot of tight corners, a lot of corridors. It's going to be, unless you have Sit Rep Pro on, you're going to have a lot of problems. And as you can see here, although I am up on the barrels, it's for whatever reason, it's kind of annoying too. It's like, I know they're trying to get rid of people that glitch really bad and end up on spots they're not supposed to, but for God's sakes, you can't even climb up on half the stuff in this. And it's the same as what Bailout was. Actually, I found this to be worse. Places that you think you should be able to easily climb up on, like do a jump and grab on the ledge and crawl up, you can't. Like, look at this on the left here. I'll show you, there's nothing for you to climb up there, but at least the boxes, and even on these ones on the side. So I'm here, I should be able to jump over there, but no. There's like an invisible wall across that way there. All right, well, as we come out here, watch down that corridor here. This is actually a pretty good spot to snag people, especially in deathmatch, because you can get the people on the far side right over there, anyone using assault that are trying to nab people that way. You have an advantage here, and they cannot crawl up this way. You can crawl up here and jump over, but they cannot come up from there, and there's no way, and I'll show you this quickly. So there's no way you can climb up there, even with these barrels. Like I said before, the setup kind of is stupid. It's getting ridiculous. I mean, I'm not talking about glitches, but surfaces that you should be able to jump onto, they shouldn't be putting up invisible barriers. Anyway, when you come back into this area here, again, watch for campers. I mean, there's a lot of places where people are going to camp. I'm showing you these, one, to give you ideas of where you can sort of situate claymores or wait and hide, but also where to find the campers, because you got to be aware of that. So when you're running through there, be aware and remember people could be snagged in there. And here I'm just showing you again places you can't climb into. This one is good for probably maybe one round of search, because if you make a kill from there, I can guarantee you they're going to friggin' blast you. And there's B. That's the bomb for Bravo B. And then there's access through the center here. As you can see, there's not really any place to hide. And there's the entrance from the spawn area. There's that place I showed you before where you can't climb up. So this is sort of readily available for the enemy. Again, I'm showing you cannot climb up on things. It's kind of stupid. It doesn't seem to make sense to me that you can't do that. They've just blocked it off a lot so that people don't start ruining it. Now on the side here, the alleyway leads to the very center access, and we'll get over there in a minute. But we're going to stay on this side here first. It'll all make sense. It'll link once you watch both videos. Now you can see all these areas here that you should be able to jump onto. You can climb up through here, but I don't know why you would want to do that, because you'd probably get shot. So it's kind of a stupid move. Watch for people perched. Watch for claymores on this side or that side. Probably pretty easy to find them. You can't climb into the back of the truck. You can't climb onto on top of this thing to be like a sniper or anything like that. I mean, you can climb onto this junk here and get up where you think you should be able to climb up on there, but you can't. I mean, they put invisible barriers up everywhere. They went overboard. So as far as I'm concerned, they dropped the ball. I don't mind the maps, to be quite honest, but as far as what they did in terms of the invisible walls, they're a bunch of jackasses. I mean, they kind of ruined it. Didn't make it as much fun. It was fun exploring, finding places where you could climb up onto. And I'm not talking about going underneath maps or anything like that, or going onto glitch places, but just surfaces, jumping from surface to surface. I mean, that's part of the fun, right? So anyway, as we're approaching the middle, this is the spawn area for offense. This is where you'll actually spawn demolition and search. And this area here is actually pretty solid and easy to defend. So we're going to come back here. That's the end of part 1. And we're going to pick off on the exact same place here, covering sort of from the center in this building here in part 2. And you're going to see why this actual building is an awesome place for assault and or sniper. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you watch part 2 or you're just going to have half the story. I'm Guns for Hire from Next Gen Tactics. Peace.